So many pets find their ways into shelters for one reason or another. Although we don't know why, sometimes it's because owners just decide that they can't or don't want to take care of their pet any longer. When my husband and I adopted our dog, we had no idea what his background was because he was just left on the side of the road until the Humane Society picked him up. Adopt Don't Shop is a powerful movement. It's something that is a pretty well-known topic, and I'm sure people are familiar with it, but I don't know if they realize how important this cause is. When you think of a cute puppy, it looks happy and it's running around and licking you and playing with its toys, but have you ever thought of what just a puppy meal looks like? Well, I'll give you an idea, and it's definitely not as cute as just a little puppy. Puppies are crammed in small cages with no room to play or exercise. If there's food and water provided, chances are it's contaminated. Malnourished animals are everywhere. Puppies are found with bleeding, swollen feet, ear infections, tooth decay, dehydration, and lesions on their eyes that lead to making them go blind. There is no veterinary care or protection from weather such as rain or snow or hot weather. There's no sanitary control either, leaving animals living in cages in their own urine and feces. Now, DoSomething.org has said that every year it's estimated that 2.11 million puppies are sold that originated from puppy mills, while 3 million are killed in shelters because there aren't enough adoptive homes for these animals. This is just a few of the many reasons why puppy mills need to come to an end. There is a stereotype for some reason for these animals that come from shelters, and chances are people think that they're just unwanted or problematic or impossible to train. And this is so far from the truth. It is crucial for people to realize that adopting instead of shopping will benefit more than you can ever realize. There are many reasons why you should adopt instead of shop, and I'll be naming a few. First off, it reduces overpopulation. When we stop adopting from pet mills, it will reduce the chances of them to continue. If there isn't a demand for animals through these mills, then they will have no choice but to shut down. And that is the ultimate goal. People are creating this demand for these new animals and these little puppies because they think that that's the only way they should get a dog. And in reality, when people adopt from humane societies, they help lessen the overpopulation of available pets. The second reason is you're saving lives. No matter what, if an animal is adopted from a humane society, a life is being saved. The new owners are saving their new pets' lives, but they're also saving other animals' lives because they're making room for more. When a pet gets adopted, there's more room for the Humane Society or rescue organization to take in more animals. And as sad as it is, a lot of shelters choose to euthanize as well when there's too many animals because they want to make space for more animals. And on American Humane Society, they said that every year millions of cats and dogs are euthanized in our nation's animals shelters because there are more pets than there are responsible homes for them. And that's just devastating. It's something to consider is that adopting from shelters is more affordable in the long run. Although any animal is a financial commitment and anyone should be financially responsible and stable before having a pet, shelter animals tend to be a lot more affordable. People spend hundreds of thousands on purebred animals when there are animals sitting in cages waiting to be adopted that could cost $100 or less, or it varies where you're adopting from, but it's definitely a lot cheaper than purebreds. It's also important to recognize that a lot of the animals that are in shelters have had previous owners as well. So chances are they are house trained and they may even know some commands and tricks. When you're going to a shelter to choose an animal, it's so much more than just choosing an animal. You're choosing their personality and not just their breed. A lot of times when people are wanting a pet, they want a specific breed for one reason or another. But why does it matter? Why does it matter what the breed is? When you walk into a shelter, you can meet so many different dogs that look different and act different, and they'll all have their own personalities. And that's what makes them unique, not their breed. So adopting an animal for who they really are and not just their purebred title is crucial. And something to realize too is there is a stereotype of people thinking there's no purebreds in the humane societies, but it's worth giving a shot if that's what you're honestly looking for. There are chances that there may be purebreds in the shelters as well. And even if there isn't, these amazing mutts and mixed breeds are so different and so unique that it's well worth it. On bestfriends.org, it says that based on well-established principle of hybrid vigor, a mixed breed animal is likely to live longer and cost less in vet bills than a purebred. Many purebred dogs are prone to developing health problems because of various different breeding issues. Now, for most responsible pet owners, every single day spent with our pets gives us an unconditional love that's hard to beat. Deciding to bring a pet into your life is definitely a commitment that shouldn't be taken lightly either. It's a lifelong commitment, and responsible pet owners need to promise to take care of their pet through sickness and health and good times and bad. I encourage you to go to your local humane society or animal rescue group and look for the right pet to suit your family and lifestyle. If you can't adopt an animal at this time, look into volunteering or donating to the shelter as well. There's so much that you can do to combat puppy mills and to adopt instead of shopping. Always adopt from pets from legitimate shelters or non-profit rescue groups. Don't buy from pet stores or online, and reach out to government officials and use your voice to try to make these puppy mills come to an end. And lastly, educate those around you the importance of adopting and not shopping. And I really do encourage you, please, to adopt instead of shop.